Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, as you probably cannot guess by the packages in front of you but can tell by the title and description of this video, I will be opening up a bunch of NCT Dreams istj poster versions with the US exclusives from Target, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart. I have a friend in Australia and I wanted to help her proxy, and essentially I also wanted to help myself with my own pulls. So I opened a group order and she is basically purchasing through me, and I will be helping her and her joiners try to get the claims that they want. So I have also promised to help them with trading if and when we get to that point. So 5 boxes here. As you can tell, they're kind of small, so you can already guess that the poster version is not going to be all that impressive. But I will be opening these up and showing you what they all look like. So right now I'm just going to be showing you the spread of everything that I have, and this is, I think, 18 poster versions. Just comparing this with the size of my hand, it's not impressive. There's no photo book inside or anything. I'm pretty sure it's a couple of postcards and stickers and the photo card. But for some reason, when I hear poster version, I assume that they'll come with like a big fold out poster. So I'm hoping that there is something inside that resembles that. Otherwise, I don't want to say there's no point, but I know that they came out with the membered poster versions in Asia and whatnot. So the fact that these are group are kind of interesting, but we'll see. And I'm going to move this all out of the way, and then I'll zoom in a little closer so you guys can actually see what I am unboxing. So I have zoomed in a little closer, and I will be going in alphabetical order based off of this store. So first up is going to be Barnes & Noble. I don't know if people wanted me... Oops, okay, so this is what it's like. Oh, okay. So I do see where the poster comes from. Oh, so it still comes with a CD. I don't know who this poster is of. Okay, looks like it is a group poster. Is it going to be a group poster through and through, or is it membered? Okay, group poster through and through. Here is what the CD looks like. It looks like a soda can. And the first pull of the day is this Jisung? This is Jisung. He looks really cute here. And then it came with these 4 stickers on the side. And it looks like we also have postcards. So I will be taking all these out because I think people will want them to be sorted as well, because I think these are also membered. But the stickers are not. I'm not sure. But interesting packaging. Yeah, so actually, because these shipped out so quickly, and I think some people have been able to get these physically in store, I don't think I'm able to pick up any copies, at least at my local Target, because I've been checking. I found a template online, and I'll be 100% honest, the photo cards are super cute. So I think this Barnes & Noble one is the clear-cut istj concept, where they're basically all dressed like this. I'm not too into that concept, so I'm really happy and lucky that I actually didn't buy the Barnes & Noble version. I only purchased the Target and the Walmart one. This looks like it is Jisung again. I think I mentioned before in my previous video, or if you didn't watch that, it's totally fine. I plan on having that come out for this one, but I pulled basically a full set of Jisung, except the vending machine, but I did get his unit one. So either way, almost a full set of Jisung with the introvert, extrovert photo cards, and then the unit vending machine, which was really cute. Jisung is not one of my biases, but I think with this era, he's like slowly climbing up there. So even though he's not my bias, I did decide to just collect him, and I didn't put up his photo cards for trade. So it looks like the only difference with this haul is I got Genos instead of Marks. I will sort these later. So here we have 3 more. I guess the good thing about these is that there's not a lot of recycling needed to be done. Ooh, let's just see the... Okay. looks like the dupes are going to be a thing. Luckily, I didn't get a lot of dupes with my vending machine and photo book orders, so it's bound to happen sooner or later. More Jisung's. Got a Haechan I will be keeping. No chenle we have. I think each one comes with 4 postcards. And in terms of my own pulls, I will not be, since I'm not keeping any of the Barnes & Noble ones, I'm not going to be like keeping any photo cards from there. I'll only be getting first choice from the Walmart and the Target ones. And honestly, if the photo cards are cute enough, I might actually consider going back and getting more. Is this Jisung? Who is this? This is not Jisung. This is Mark. Oh, he looks so good here. Let me take these all out. I don't know if the joiners will want the stickers or not. It's totally up to them. I think I'll be a little annoyed to go back and collect everything. Honestly, like, I don't think it's a bad idea for me to just ship this whole thing over in general. Like, it's not heavy, it's all paper. You should have seen the boxes that came in, they were all super thin and everything. So more Jisung again. Finally we got a Jaemin postcard. I don't think we've had one yet. And because it comes with 4 postcards each, I think each person will obviously get their 4. And then I will be choosing 8, so I will probably go after a full set myself and then get a extra. I don't usually do this when I'm the group order manager. Like, when it comes to SF9 or Pentagon or photo cards or anything. Haechan! This is Haechan's, right? Yes. So when it comes to like other group orders, usually I'm pretty generous and I sort myself last. And this is gonna sound super selfish and it's probably gonna reflect pretty badly on me as a person. But it's so hard to trade for NCT. Like, it's actually a headache for me. Especially because I buy Haechan, or I try to collect Haechan, and then I also try to collect chenle, and then also taeil. But because I'm talking about Dream right now, everyone's so rabid for Haechan, and it's like, I'm part of the problem because I stan and collect him too, so I am definitely contributing to that issue. But like, my goodness, if you do not pull him, just collecting his photo card is almost impossible. Trading him, unless you get like Jaemin or Jeno, like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. And this is something that I've noticed with only like one era, because this is the first time I've actively been collecting, first time I've been collecting their photo cards from initial pull, because I think I mentioned in my previous video, most of the time I go after like secondhand photo cards or secondhand albums, and then all of my trades have mostly been SF9, weirdly enough, or On and Off, or Pentagon to NCT. So I haven't gotten to experience what is quote-unquote member pricing yet. I haven't gotten to experience that for NCT, except I'm experiencing it firsthand for istj, so I am, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I am quite frustrated collecting them. It's, I don't want to say it's not fun, because it is, but I think it was only fun because I bought so many albums myself and I didn't have a lot of dupes. If I had more dupes than that, I think I would have been a little upset. I'm gonna start with the Target one while I keep talking about trading in the NCT community. And this is from someone who's only been in it for a few months, so it's like, take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm excited to be unboxing this, but I have been really stressed out the past couple of days. Where's that photo card? I've been stressed out the past couple of days because of Taeil's accident. So right now, I think it is I think it is August 18th, and his accident happened in the beginning of the week, and I promise you that I am an adult, but for some reason, there's just something about NCT that just reverts me back to being like a teenager. No offense to any teenagers on there, but like I've been in K-pop since I was a teenager, and then I've been, you know, going in and out of it for a couple years. Mark? Yeah, so I used to be super into K-pop back when I was younger, and I'm back into it again as an adult. But there's just something about NCT and N-Citizens or Seasonese, I still don't know the actual word for it, but there's just something about them and about the way that they interact with people online. And by they, I mean including me and including the people that I surround myself with, or at least the people I follow on Twitter. For some reason, everyone's just feral. Like, the whole taeil news has been awful for me as a taeil stan and as a chenle stan, because I'm sure, as people know, chenle was the one who actually told fans that taeil is okay, and he was the one who told us what happened, including all the information about the, what's it called? The police report and the police investigation. By the time this video comes out, I don't know if that would have already been solved. chenle, that's my boy. Alright, I might have to go buy another copy if it means I need to pull a Hechan. But yeah, so there's just been so much fandom, like infighting, with a lot of people calling taeil irresponsible, like blaming him for the fact that he was the one who got injured, and then you have all the taeil stans who are obviously upset about the allegations and that all the blaming that other fans are throwing onto taeil. And then you also have the weird, you have the weird 127 stans who apparently don't like Dream stans. You know what, I'm not too involved in the Dream versus 127 beef. I am a Dream stan myself, and I try not to get involved in any of that. But then you have all the 127 stans who, for the most part, don't really care about taeil, from what I noticed. Like, really only the taeil stans, from what I've seen. This could also be selection bias, and could 100% be a direct result of who I follow and everything. But like, Mark? Oh, chenle again. But like, there was just a lot of infighting. There were a lot of 127 stans who were trash talking chenle and being like, oh, he should have kept his mouth shut because now there might be like legal issues or whatever. Meanwhile, chenle or taeil stans have been very grateful for chenle, of which I am very grateful, honestly. Hearing the news that he is conscious and like still positive about everything is honestly really great, and it makes me feel less stressed out as a as one could say, a delusional fan, because I have fallen in head deep and now I'm like super into Dream, and now I'm invested, which is terrible. Never be invested, friends, if you can avoid it. But like, what was I saying? Where was I going with this? This sucks. Yes, so the past week has been stressful for me. And like, before people get on my case and they're like, oh, K-pop is just a hobby. I know. I still go to my job, I do my work, and I make my money, I go hang out with my friends. I am a functional member of society. Except the first thing I do when I wake up this morning, and then whenever there's a lull during work, I check Twitter and I check social media. And there I see people fighting. And I'm not above saying that I have gotten into a couple of, not fights, because I just block people as soon as they upset me, but people have been kind of mean on, oh, more chenle, okay. Ooh, gotta put the stickers back. But people have been kind of like, I don't know, just rude on social media, and I know I have definitely blocked quite a few people on Twitter and on Reddit who just are kind of talking out of their ass about their whole thing. So, a stressful week, fandom-wise, and it's dumb because you think to yourself, oh, fandom is supposed to be fun, like it's something you're supposed to engage with on your free time, and it is. It's just somehow, let me get back to my original point, there is just something about NCT, and I'm not sure if it's just a result of them being like such a huge fandom, but like something about NCT just literally brings me back to being like a teenager on social media who just has way too much time on their hands and goes out of their way to get angry about things that don't matter. Like, that's literally how I feel about NCT. there are stands like like there's a reason why I spent so long not getting into NCT, and the first reason was mostly because they were too young and I'm not into younger groups like that. Sorry, is this Walmart? Yeah, this is the Walmart version. Mark again? Did I pull Mark? Damn, I'm pulling Mark in every single one of these. Yeah, something about NCT just brings me back to being like an aggressive, I don't know, 15-year-old who has way too much time on their hands and is always on social media. But like, I shouldn't be upset over the fact that people aren't showing empathy to Taeil for literally breaking the strongest bone in his body. Like, I am not patient enough to explain to people why they should be patient and kind instead of immediately pointing fingers and blaming him. Like, I don't think that's... Oh, he's so pretty! Oh my gosh. I love him. Chenle's so cute. I'm like, this is such a bad time for me to try to like talk through everything, because it's like, I'm like, my mind is just everywhere. Like, it's hard for me to actually fully sit down and explain my thoughts, because this week has also been stressful. It's also been stressful for me personally because I've also, been going through a lot of stuff with my own friends who haven't been going through such a good time, and I'm trying to be there for them. And fandom is usually where I go to escape like real life stresses, but then you have fandom that's starting to bleed into your real life stress, and I'm like, ooh, this is unhealthy. Photo card time. Chenle again. Oh, trading is going to be difficult. I think a lot of my friends' claimers were all like Jeno and Jimin, and I don't think I'm gonna have an easy time trading. Sorry, I said what I said. You can't blame me for the member pricing or the member discrepancy when I'm the one who says that I collect chenle. But like, people don't like to talk about the fact that there is such a big discrepancy in popularity, but they also contribute to its I'm like sweating. I've also been talking nonstop for like 17 minutes. I've also been like bothering one of my NCT friends. Chenle again. Chenle. Because we've both just been complaining about NCT and about the fact that like SM is gonna kill SM is gonna kill one of their artists one day. Like with that whole thing about Johnny somehow running into a door and shattering his shoulder versus Haechan, who had shoulder and back injuries, who went to the hospital because of his pain, and then the whole that was so bullshit. I'm sorry, but like, I'm pretty sure SM released a statement that was like, oh yeah, he just had pain because he was experiencing muscle pain and it'll be fine. Jaemin, cutie. But it was the most BS notice ever. Like, sorry, our artist had to go to the hospital because he is experiencing back, shoulder, muscle pain. The doctor checked it out and it is just pain. He will be back to his regular activities soon. Like, bro, shouldn't you let him take some time off? Shouldn't you be letting his muscles heal? Like, yeah, it's in the middle of the promotions, but like, his safety should matter, and his autonomy as a person and his function as a person should matter more than how much more money you can sap out of him. Namjoon finally getting some different pulls here. So, I don't know. I'm like, I'm tired. I think I'm speedrunning the K-pop standing experience with NCT. Like, I heard someone use that phrase when they're talking about the whole 50-50 lawsuit, how like, oh, they're gonna sue their company and then they're gonna sue their managers all for not getting paid, stuff like that. I'm actually not following it too closely. But like, I too am speedrunning the NCT experience and the standing experience, because I went from not knowing them to being in love with them to now finding issues with their company. And then sooner or later, I'm essentially just gonna become a solo stan, probably. Namjoon. And then I'm just gonna get so disillusioned with the group that I'm just gonna stop following them, and then, you know, that cycle of just thinking disdainfully towards them. That actually hasn't happened to me for a lot of groups. I don't really drop groups. I mean, I do drop groups pretty often. I just lose interest in them. I don't usually become like a solo stan or whatever. But I see that way coming with NCT. I think it's just because the fandom is just too involved. 100? Mark. Fandom is too involved. It's also on me for like getting involved with the wrong people. I don't know, I think it's just the fandom just really reminds me of like my peak Inspirit days when I was younger, and when I would be on Twitter like posting all of those memes and then thirsting over the dudes and then going like, oh my god, their duality, and it's like a picture of them doing aegyo versus a picture of them performing. Now I'm an adult and I'm just kind of like, shut up about duality, like that's just them doing their job. People can look at me too and be like, oh, you have duality. Like, yeah, one is me at work versus me out with my friends. People are multifaceted. I don't think we should be surprised or impressed that idols can turn on and off their charisma. Who's this? Jeno. Nice. Still no Haechan yet. But we shall see if that's the last one, because then I will probably claim that Haechan. Or claim the chenle. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I don't want to buy some more because I'm just not interested in this packaging though. And then we are on to the last Walmart version. Let us see. Will it be Haechan? Probably not. Ranjun. And then let me pull all the postcards out. Damn, didn't pull a single Haechan. Trading is gonna be a bitch. And I decided that I'm not gonna buy more copies, so should I just be happy with the versions that I have? Should I just be like, okay, it's whatever? Maybe I should just continue to collect chenle, which is not an issue at all. He is my second bias. I do kind of want Haechan's photo cards though. So I'm gonna see if I can do any strategic trading on the side first. At least everyone's going to be getting their postcard preferences. I did a lot of Jisung with this Walmart batch, which is kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure I pulled a lot of Jisung for the batch before. Yeah, literally only one Jisung postcard, unless I've been sorting these incorrectly, which is also very possible in my confusion. Don't worry about the fact that the photo cards are kind of haphazardly piled up like that. I don't have anything pressed on top of them, so there shouldn't be any marks. And they were traveling thousands of miles in a kind of weak mailer pressed up against a CD, so they will be fine. I don't know if this member order is correct. I don't know whose older is Haechan older than Jimin, or Jimin older. I don't know how 99 goes. Is it Jeno and then Ranjun and then Haechan and then Jimin? Is it? I don't know. I feel like I should know by now. I always tell myself not to collect a group unless I can name them all in age order and unless I can be happy with pulling whoever, but like that's a lie because I don't even know ATEEZ's age order and I collect them. I shouldn't collect ATEEZ anymore though because I don't pay attention to what they do. Okay, nice. So we have a pretty decent size chunk of their postcards. And then I'm going to show you the Barnes & Noble photo card. Slightly out of age order, but a pretty decent spread. And then a decent spread of the marks for Target. And then now we try the Walmart version, which we pulled everyone but Haechan and Jisung. I don't think we pulled him either. Okay, so this is who we have, and it's not bad. I am not, no, I can't say I am or aren't disappointed with this. Got too many dupes, honestly, so that's a little annoying, but pretty boys. Pretty. Yeah, I can't believe I just ranted aimlessly for about, how many minutes has this been going on? Over 25 minutes? Pulled Mark again. Really, this dude loves me. I really should just bias him. I think my life would be so much easier. But that is everything for today. Thanks for embarking with me on this journey. Wish me luck trading. I'll see you all next time.